Hey, thanks again for coming by Tori Magoo 44. Today is December 20th. We are getting close to Christmas. And I just came back from Weight Watchers. I go every Thursday night. I highly recommend it if you want to lose weight. It definitely works. Anyway, this is about basically Scientology, their scams, and regular scams. Yes, Scientology does scam people every day, all day, in different ways. They have the Church of Scientology, which is a giant ripoff. They have their front groups, Narcanon, Criminon, Applied Classes, Way to Happiness, and let's not forget WISE, which is supposed to help 10 or 3x your business money. None of these will give you your money back after you've paid a great deal of money. So let's roll forward to a couple nights ago. Now I had Yahoo as an email account. And I want to tell everyone, and please pass this on, because you know what? It's really not okay what happened. It really ticks me off. Whether it was Scientology in on it or whether or not, I don't know. It could generally just be scammers, but it's really very creepy. Okay, so Yahoo I had as an email account. One of my friends who's in IT said, get rid of it. Use Gmail. And I was, but I'd already set it up, and I'd send it up to all my friends, and you know how that goes. And it's like, oh, it's too much of a hassle. So I kept it. So now, one day, all of a sudden, I'm locked out. And it has a little thing at the bottom that says, if you're locked out, press this to change your password. So I press it, change my password, and it gets into this circular thing of just going round and round and round and round and round. And now they've locked me out. Now I'm completely locked out of my email account. I can't get into it. Okay, so, they're sitting there, and I talk to some friends, and they say, well, let's look on the net. We get their phone number. I call them. They say, you're locked out for 24 hours or 12 hours, whatever it is. Call tomorrow. So I call the next day, and they say, ooh, this is really bad. What's happened to you? We're going to have to put you through to some Microsoft hacking specialist, anti-hacking specialist. So they put me through this cat. Right away, it sounds fishy. I mean, I know bullshit artists, right? But it's late at night, and I'm by myself. My one friend that I knew who could help me on this is in Sweden right now. And so I can't call him. Normally I could call him and just say, what do you think? And he would have said bullshit, and that would have been it. But I couldn't get through to him. I tried to send a Skype message, but late at night here, he was probably sleeping there. Anyway, didn't get through to him. Hang on. Turn off my heater. So, okay. The guy goes on. He says, you have to let us on your computer if we can help to fix this. So I say, okay. So I let him on my computer, and he goes, whoa. He pulls up this stuff. Now, you have to get, I don't know anything about computers. And this is why I'm telling this, because I know there's a lot of people that know a lot about computers, and this would never happen to you. But there's also a lot of people like me that don't really know anything about computers. And so we can get suckered in, and that's why I'm making this video. So he takes a red line on my computer, and he draws it. He goes, see this? And it's a number. It's a bunch of long numbers. He goes, that's your IP address. He goes, and look at all these. And there's like this big, long list of IP addresses, right? He goes, those are keyloggers. And this has been going on around the world. They have access to your computer. You're screwed, right? So he says, we can fix it, but it's going to cost you $199. And I'm like, oh man, it's really sounding scammy. But he says, okay, if you don't, people are losing all of their information, millions of people a week, because they don't. They don't do it, and then they lose everything. And, I'm like, what am I going to do? It's like awful. I have no one that I can call. It's like 1 or 2 in the morning. So I say, okay. So I give him my credit card information, and he supposedly fixes it. Basically, he just runs a scan, like an antivirus scan. And he goes, okay, everything's fine. So I'm like, that was pretty weird. So, okay, the next day I can get through to my friend in Sweden. And I Skype him, and I say, look, here's what happened. He goes, no, this is absolutely a scam. 100%. Don't ever, 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 ever fall for these guys, especially late at night. You know, always say, I have to check with my friends and then I will call you back tomorrow. What is your business phone number? Because usually you can't get through to them. I was able to get through to them the next day. But I'm just telling you, it's very scammy. And my friend who's in IT said absolutely it was. The more he found out about it, we couldn't even find them that where they'd come on the computer. He said, that's very weird. It's like these guys have it down so well. And I said, you know, but I Googled their name. And he said, yeah, because they change their name all the time. As soon as they get found out, they just change their name and create a new name. So this is just something that I thought I should let you know, having dealt with the Church of Scientology for 30 years and they screwing me. So now these guys, I'm a little bit ticked off about it. And there you go. I'm just telling you, it doesn't matter what name it is. I would give you the name, but they'll change the name tomorrow. So it doesn't really matter. If someone's doing that, don't pay the money. I had to cancel my Visa card. It's done. They're going to send me a new one. I had to change all my passwords. It's a hassle. It's a gigantic hassle. And to those guys who did it, this information is also going some other places. So you better not be coming on my computer again, because there's some other people that are now tracking my computer to help me with this. So they're going to find out who you are if you come on my computer. So there you go. That's my warning to everybody. And I hope, I mean, it's really a drag at Christmas to lose $200. It wasn't something I needed to do. But what the hell? I still wish you all a Merry Christmas. And I still love you all. And I'm so blessed and so thankful that you come to my YouTube site and that I get to talk with you and that you make comments and people get out of Scientology from it. And I love that. And people write me every single day now saying, I watch your videos. I'm out. You know, I've met with people that are in the Church of Scientology. Ha ha, Osa. And I've met with them and they're in and they say nobody's on, you know, nobody's really in. They're just in pretending they're in because they don't want to lose like their sister or their brother or their mother or father, somebody that's still in until they can get them out. So you guys are completely toasted, completely. And that's a fact. So it's sort of like the end of the Titanic, you know, sinking. That's really where we're at. I mean, it'll be around kind of floating. But it's not, as far as expansion, yeah. I saw their New Year's Eve thing. I was like, you couldn't pay me to go to a Scientology New Year's Eve event. Ugh, they give phony a whole nother definition. It takes it to a level way higher than the phoniest people you can think of. So anyway, I hope you all have a very wonderful Christmas. I love you guys. Thank you, Joe, for fixing my hair. He definitely fixed it. Thank you. And peace out to my brother. I'm so happy you're alive and well. I'm so happy about that. Someone in where he's living overseas, another one of his friends, I mean, I'm sorry to say his friend passed away, but everyone thought it was my brother. And so I saw this note saying, oh, you know, thank you for all your wonderful wishes. And I was like, what? And so I looked into it, and it was like they thought that he had the heart attack. And I was like, oh, thank God, because I love my brother so much. And I'm sure you all love your family, and I hope you're celebrating with them this Christmas. It's 2012, coming into 2013, and tomorrow is not the end of the world. So for anybody who thinks it is, hang on, because they've already posted in New Zealand. They made it through it, so you're okay. Don't do something weird. Hang in there. All right. Ciao.